Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jason Wilkerson, and as you can see in the background, this is my 1974 911G. It's a base model car I purchased, I don't know, probably a month ago now. This is my first attempt at YouTube. I don't know, this is kind of gauging interest in this type of content. I watched a lot of other videos on this type of thing. A lot of people do it better than I can. This is my camera in the bench vise, my phone in the bench vise, and I'm hoping to do this in, one take. I don't have any interest in doing a lot of editing and all that. I'd rather do the work on the car. My son is on here and had pretty good success, so maybe I can get some pointers from a 17-year-old. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, I just tell you the story of the car. I've had tell you about me first. I've had a 944, 928. I'm mainly an Audi guy, but when a 911 comes up, you don't pass on it. So I knew about this car about 10 years ago. A friend of mine told me about it. It was his father's car, and I told him, I said, hey, does he want to sell it? And he said, oh, he'll never sell it. And so, okay, I kind of forgot about it. And he texted me there out of the blue and said, are you interested? Well, of course I am. So went and looked at the car. And I'll show you some pictures. I didn't take video, I'm sorry. I'll show you some pictures now. And so there's the pictures of it. You've seen them. It was in the garage, fortunately, but it definitely had a lot of dust on it, and definitely a mess. But it looks like it's all there. The story on the car is this gentleman's dad and his brother bought the car out from under him over 30 years ago, and they drove it for 2 or 3 years and then decided to do some rust repair on it. And so they parked it in this garage and took the engine out and did some other little things I'll show you here later when I do a walk around. But unfortunately, the brother died in the middle of this project. And so the best I can tell, the father just had he didn't have the heart to finish the work or to sell it. And so there it sat for 30 years. And until the father passed away here recently. And then the son was liquidating the estate. So I got it for a pretty good price. I'm excited about the car. There is a big issue with the car, though, and I didn't know this until after I purchased it. I don't believe the gentleman I bought it from knew about it. I'd say maybe even the father and son that passed away didn't know about it. So, and the issue is that the car is actually two cars. At some point, I'm assuming it was a wreck. Someone grafted the whole front end of another car onto this car. Now, The VIN plates match. It does not have a branded title. The floor pan was cut right where the shifter is, and about 3/4 of the way up the A-pillars. And a whole car that was gold was placed and welded in. I will say it's a decent job. It wasn't something I caught immediately, obviously, but there were some weird things about the car that I just didn't, I overlooked in the excitement. Maybe I've been working on cars my whole life, so this isn't my first rodeo, but I just overlooked them, and so it is what it is. But it's mine, and worst case scenario, I part it and I can come out clean on it. That's not what I intend to do. That's not what I want to do. I originally thought about really restoring it to the nth degree, but I don't know that that's what I want to do with this car, because of the issue. But I do think it deserves to be resurrected and enjoyed. So I'm not sure what that means yet. I'm more than welcome to comments and suggestions. My goal at this point is just to get it running. The engine does turn free. The gentleman I bought it off of had turned it over. I wish he wouldn't have done that. I would have much rather scoped the cylinders and maybe done a few other things before I tried that, but it is what it is, and he says it does a full rotation, so that's good. But there's no rust in the rear of the car, which makes me question why the engine came out. So I guess time will tell. You know, maybe there's something with the engine. I don't know. I hope not, but you know, it's part of the adventure, right? So anyway, there it is. I'm gonna switch this thing around. See, there's the vise, and I'll give you a little walk around on the car. You can see some of the issues. This is as far as I can tell, a factory air conditioned car, but that is a hand cut hole. So I'm assuming that the car that it came from originally was not an air conditioned car. In fact, it was a gold car. As you can see the gold there, which originally I just thought maybe that was primer that was weird or something, but there is some rust. There's some Bondo there and some rust in the wings, but this car's actually pretty clean, apart from the few rust spots I'll show you. The bottom of the A-pillars, I hear that's pretty common. The wings have some rust in the front there you saw, and a little bit down here at the bottom. The rockers actually look good. The bottoms of the doors are definitely needing replacement. The back of the car is just really as clean as a pin. The ducktail is not original. This is not a Carrera, but that is an original Carrera ducktail, I believe. It's fiberglass over metal frame. Just do a little more of the walk around here. This door's same rust issues. There's some Bondo in that door, and the rust down at the bottom of the wing. I'm gonna zoom out here a little bit, and I'm gonna open this door and try to get some light in here. Let's see if I can do that. So all the carpets are there. I just have them out right now, and I can kind of show you where this seam is. It looks worse than it is. That's that big, I don't know, gouge there is really where they pulled back the sealer or whatever, and they stepped this gap. They put that weld down through there on the rocker, and they did a decent job. It's not great. Seats look okay. There's that one hole though, obviously. Door cards are pretty good except for the bottom holes there. there's an aftermarket amplifier there, and these door holes, or whatever you want to call them, the holds, they're messed up. So anyway, there it is. I've got my work cut out for me, but I knew that when I bought it. I've got the bumper. It's in the back, but it's dirty still. I did wash it up since buying it. And there you can see the engine and transmission and a bunch of extra parts. Looks like it's all there, honestly. I'm sure I'm missing a few little things, but nothing big. Just to give you a little background, that's my 99 A8. It's got 210,000 miles on it, and I put a 6-speed in it. They didn't come to the US with that, so that just gives you a little bit of knowledge about what I've done. A lot of fabrication went into that. So here she is, and just comment here and let me know what you want to see and what you think I ought to do with this car. We'll go from there. All right, thanks for watching.